All right, everybody on inside, come on in, get a good seat. Let's go, everybody on inside. Here we go. All right, take a look here. 115, 116, $115, Hit it 115 on the money, $16, 115, 116, 115, 16, 17, with a bit of 18, with a bit of 18, 18, 19, 120, with a bit of 21, with a bit of 2, with a bit of 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 121, Marty, 44. 173, 4, 34, the money, 4, with the minimum on the money, 3, 4, 5, $76, $6, 75, now $6, 1. Test. 175, 6, 7, 177, 177, 176, show number 100. Show 100. $177, $8, $9, 80, 81, 82, 82, 3, 4, 84, 5, 6, 87, 86, 87, 87, 7, 7, 186, Lone Star 1. Hundred 86, 87, 87, not a 7, 86, 87, not a money, 7, 8, 89, 91, 91, 2, $1, $2, 191, 92, 92, 92, 191, Lone Star 1. $135, $6, $135.36 on the money, $6, $7, $8, 38, 38, 37, 38, 9, 139, now 40, 42, 4, $46, $48, 48, 50, 150, 150, 152, 152, 2, 2, 4, 2, now 4, 154, 156, 158, 160, 162, 162, 4, 246, $6, $68, $8, 70, 170, 2, 74, 74, 76, 78, 78, 80, 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, 178. That's Mr. Sammy. Up there, 124, now 5, 124, now 5, 6, 7, 8, $9, 28, 9, $128, 9, now 30, 130, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 130, 129, Marty, number 99, Marty, 99. Okay, came on same place. 110, 111, 110, 11, 11, 12, 112, 13, 14, 15, 16, 117, 17, 17, 116, 117, 17, 17, 17, 116, Marty, 99. $7, $1 down one, $100 down one, $2, $3, $4, $4, $5, $5, $6, $106, $7, $7, $7, $7, $6, $7, $8, $108, $8, $9, $8, $8, $8, $8, $8, $9, $9, $108, $109, $109, $10, $110, $111, $111, $12, $112, $13, $14, $15, $15, $114, Marty 99, Marty 99. $145, $146 by the scales, $145 for $6, $145, $146, $7, $48, $49, $149, $50, $150, $51, $51, $2, $3, $4, $5, $155, $6, $7, $8, $58, $59, $160, now $1, now $2, now $3, $4, $5, $6, $66, $7, $7, $8, $8, $9, $9, $1, $1, 2, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 78, $8, $9, $9, 80, 81, 81, 81, 81, 2, 81, 2, 3, 4, 84, 5, 86, 7, 8, 88, 9, 90, 190, 191, 1, 2, 81, 2, 191, Marty number 44, Marty 44. By the scales, 210, 212, 210, 12, 14, 216, 18, 218, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 230, 230, 28, 30, 30, 30, 230, 228, Nolan 29, Nolan 29. All right, pretty good bull here. 7 hand, 198 down 1, 198 down 1, hip it 1, money 1, 90, now 1, hip it 1, 191, 92, 191, Lone Star 1, Lone Star 1. Still a big cow, big cow, big cow. Her 35, $36, but 35, money 6, 7, 38, 39, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 47, 48, 48, 48, 147, Lone Star. 7 here, 990, $1, 90 now 1, 1, 2, $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6, $7, 108, $109, $9, 10, 11, 12, 12, $12, 12, 12, 111, Tom 1, 111, Tom 1. Her 40 down 1, 1, money 1, 2, 3, 4, 44, 45, 144, 9, 5, $6, $7, 7, 8, 48, 48, 48, 148, 8, 8, 147, Troy 8. It's having a hand, and 140 now 1, 140, hit it 1, money's in, now 1, 1, 2, 42, 3, 4, 5, 7, 45, 144, 9, 5, 6, 7, 48, 48, 48, 9, 9, 9, 50, 1, 51, 51, 2, $1, 151, Marty 98, Marty 98. Weigh the cow, weigh the cow, weigh the cow. Weigh the cow, 110, 111, 110, 11, 110, 111, 110, 111, 11, on the money, 11, about 10, 11, $11, $11, $11, $11, $11, $11, $11, $11, $11, 110, Marty 99, Marty 99. Sell a calf. Buy the head. 615, now 75, 650, now 75, $700, $700, $700, $700, 675, now 700. Selling the calf, 700 and a quarter, now half, 775, 800, 800, 800 and a quarter, 800 and a quarter, could have been 800 and a quarter, 800 and a quarter, quarter half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 850, 850, 58, 58, 58, 50, 825, Clint, rate him. Okay, be some bread cows off these later. 115, 116, into my 115 on the money, $16. 115, 116, got the money, 17, into the 18, into 18, 19, 120, 120, 20, 20, 119, now 21, 120, hit it one, 121, 120, Marty, number 99. Put it on 98. Okay, Little Rough on her name. $135, $136, 135, 136, 7, 8, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $146, $6, 7, 147, 147, 8, 48, 48, 9, 149, 50, 150, 151, 1, 2, 52, 53, 54, 54, 55, 56, 56, 7, 7, 8, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8.09, $8.09, $8.70, $1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 76, 76, 175, Marty 44, Marty 44. Got a steer over there, got a steer, 240, 145, 47, 104, steer by the scales, 147, $97, 45, 7, 145, 7, not a 7, not a 7, not a 7, not a 7, 145, Tom 3, Tom 3, Tom 3. Okay, be some young pairs of McIntyre and Morrow. Good pair coming up later off this ranch. Okay, over there. It's happening. 140 now 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 147, 48, 49, $9, 50, 51, 51, 2, 151, 2, 2, 2, 2, 151, Lone Star. Over there, 150 now 1, 1, 150 on the money, now 1, 1, 150 now 1, 1, 150 Troy 8, Troy 8, Troy 8. 144 now 5, 5, money 5, 4 now 5, 6, 7, 8, 48, 9, 50, 1, 150 Lone Star. 7.5 into 188, 9, 188, now 9, 88, 9, money 9, 90, 90, 191, 2, $192, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 93, 192, 193, 193, 192, Lone Star 1. It's happening 144 now 5, 55, 56 out of 55 now 6, 27, 8, 58, 9, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 65, 6, 165, $6, 166, 165 Lone Star. Got a bulls happening here, 260 now 2, 260, 24, 2468, 872 now 246, 78, 80, 282, 4, 86, 88, 90, 2, 4, 96, 98, $3, $298, $3, $3, $298, Nolan 56, Nolan 56. 245, 7, $, 245, 7, $9, 9, 247, 9, 249, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 263, 5, 7, $9, 71, 3, 55, 77, $9, 81, 83, 85, 285, 285, 285, 9. 85, 87, 85, 79, 89, 91, 93, 95, 97, 99, 301, 301, 301, 333, 301, capital 31, capital 31. Okay, look her over there. 50, not a 1, 40, now 1, 40, keep it 1, 1, able to 1, 40, now 1, able to 1, own the money, now 1, 41, 2, 4, 7, 48, 48, 48, 48, $46, fry 2, fry 2. 160, now one, everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 71, 1, 2, 3, 4, 75, 76, 78, 9, 81, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 96, 97, 197, 197, 196, shoat number 22, shoat 22. If I 150 now one, it 1 to 1, 150 now one, 150 1 2, 1 2 3, 4, 53 4 5, 55 6, 56 7, 7 8, 8, 60 2, 4 6 now 8 now 72, 74, 76, 78, 82, 84, 86, 186, 88, 188, 88, 88, 88, 88, 88, 186. Sammy. Simon. Little ex-roper's been winning the whole life. 140 now 5 money 5 145 50 150 now 5 160 now 5 now 70 now 5 80 185 85 182 and a half 82 and a half 182 and a half 185 85 87 and a half 90 2 95 97 and a half 197 and a half 195 D&D 92. Another family member. 150 now 5 money 5 at a 65 75 85 at a 90 but a 5 now $2 now 5 $2 now 5 205 205 205 205 205 $2 D&D 92. Tell big one, big one, big one. 7 here, 240, now 2 and a half, 240, now 2 and a half, 5, at 247, 52, 55, 7 and a half, $60, 2 and a half, 5, 265, 7 and a half, 72 and a half, 5, 75, 75, 75, 7 and a half, 80, 82, 82, 82 and a half, 85, 85, 85, 2 and a half, 85, 85, 85, 2 and a half, 282 and a half, gully 6, gully number 6. 7 here, 280, now 5, 280, now 5, 2 and a half, 95, 95, 95, now $3 now 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 45, 40, 45, 355, 355, 355, 55, 60, 365, 365, 75, 75, 370, H27. $60 now one. Every one that one. $60 on the money now one. $2, $8, $4, 4, now 6, 66, 8, 70, 2, 4, 74, 6, 78, 78, 80, 2, $8, $4, 4, 86, 86, 88, 90, 92, 4, 96, 96, 98, $98, $2, $2, $4, $4, 102. Fry two. By the head over there, by the head, 500 now 25, 50, 525, 50, 75, 575, 600 now quarter, 690, 690, 75, 675, $700, 700 now quarter, 700 a quarter, 700 a quarter, 725 by the head, 725, 25, $700, Tom 3 by the head, Tom 3. Right here, 800 by the head, now quarter. 800 on the money, now quarter, now hand, now 75, 900, now quarter, now hand, 975, 975, $1,000 and a quarter. 10 and a quarter and a half, 75, 1075, 1100, 1100, 1075 by the head. Lady 21, lady 21. Weigh him here, 150, now 2 and a half. On the money, 2 and a half, 155, 55, 7 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 165, 167 and a half, 70, 170, 2 and a half, now 5, now 7 and a half, 80, 2 and a half, 80, 2 and a half, 185, 7 and a half, 90, 90, 2 and a half, 190, 2 and a half, 195, 97 and a half, now $2 a pound, $2, $2, 197 and a half, Simon. $130, now 2 and a half, now money, now 2 and a half, 130, now 2 and a half, 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 132 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 132 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 130, Tom 3, Tom 3. By the head, 750, 75. On the money, 75, 800 and a quarter. 8.5, 875, 900, now quarter, now half, 975, 975, $1,000 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, 75, 1075, $1,100, $1,100, $1,100, $1,100, 1075 by the head, lady 21, lady 21. By the head here, 475, $500, 475, 5 now, money 500, quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 500 and a quarter, and a half, 5 and a half, 575, $600, 600 and a quarter, 6 and a half, 6 and a half, 675, 75, 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 675. By the head, lady 22, lady 22. Jordan with the 21. 145, 150 on the money, 50, 145, $150, $5, 155, 160, 55, 70, 55, 80, 180, 175, 190, 80, 80, 180, 180, 175, Tom, 3. Sell 2 or more? Okay, mark for ownership. Pick T like, 150 now two. $150 two on the money, $2 two. 150 now two. 4, 52, 4, 6, 8, 62, 4, 6, $6. 2 or more, 166. 164 now 6, $6, $6. 164. Show number. Show no, 8. Showed 8. $125, $127, $125, $127, $97, $9.09, $129, $127, $9.09, $31, $133, $35, $37, $39, $41, $43, $55, $145, $143, $95, $5, $143, Tom, 3. Another family member. 130 now 2. $130 $2, $130 on the money now 2. 4, 32, 4, 6, 8, 42 now 4, 6, 8, 48, 50, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 48, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, 148, gully number 6. 250 now 2, 250 now 2, 224, about 252, 4, $6, $8, $60, $2, $4, $6, $8, 72, 72, 274, 6, 78, 82, 4, 84, 86, 88, 290, 92, 4, about 96, 98, 298, $3, $3, $3, 298, 871, 871. He's having a 240 now 2, 4, 242, 4, 6, 8, $50, $2, 4, 6, 8, $60, $2, 4, 6, 8, 272 to 4, 6, 78, 82 to 4, 86, 88, 292 to 4, 96, 296, 296, 296, 294, Nolan 26. Mark for ownership. 370 now 5, 370 on the money now 580, 85, 90, 95, 395, $4, $4, $4, $4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, about 10, about 7, 8, 10, 4 and 10, 10, 7 and a half, now 10, now 10, now 10, now 10, 12 and a half, 4, 12 and a half, 4, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 4, 12 and a half, Troy number 4, Troy 4. 7 and a half, but a 270, now 5, but a 270, now 5, money 5, 85, 90, but a 2 and a half, 95, 97 and a half, $3, 2 and a half, but a 5, but a 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 310, 310, 310, 307 and a half, gully 6. Two heifers, 2 little heifers, 7 and a half, 350, now 5, 350, now 5, 65, now 75, 85. 385, 95, 95, $4, $4, $4, $4, now 5, now 10, and 10, 15, 15, 15, 15, 415, 415, now 20, 20, 20, 20, 420, 420, 420, 420, 415, Troy 21, Troy 21. Over there, 7.5, and I'm going to sell the tag. 340, now 2.5. 340, 2.5, money, 2.5. 5, and I'm going to 7.5, 50, 350, 50, now 50, now 50. 350, 350, 350, 350, 2.5, but 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, but 2.5. 350, 2.5, 350, 2.5, 350. Capital number 35. Okay, weaned and vaccinated. 330, now 5, 330, now 5, 330 on the money, now 5, 5, 5, 330, now 5, 35, 335, 35, 40, 5, 50, 355, 60, 365, 70, 5, 80, 85, 90, 390, 85, 90, 90, 90, 90, 385, Javier, number 2. Okay, came in that way yesterday. Okay, look her over. 140, now 5, 140, now 550, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, now 5, and 60, now 160, now 5, 160, 570, 175, 80, 80, 5, 90, 95, 195, 195, 195, 190, Javier, number 2. 360, now 5, 360 on the money, now 575, 80, 5, 90, 5, more, $4, 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 435, 40, 440, 440, 440, 440, 435, EC 28. Single jackpot. By the head, by the head, 450, now 75, now 5, now quarter, now half, now 75, 575, 600 and a quarter, 690, 650, 75, 675, 700, now quarter, now half, 775, 775, by the head, now 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 775, Fox, 0. By the head, Fox, 0. Okay, boys, 31 head of them. They've had an 8-way and triangle wormed with Bynum Ranch cattle. You bet, good set here, had an 8-way and triangle. 360, now 5, 360, now 5, money, 570, 5, 375, 80, 80, 85, 85, 90, 390, now 2.5, 90, 2.5, 95, 95, 95, 95, 395, 92 and 85, 392 and a half, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 392 and a half, Troy 5, Troy 5. 370, now 5, 370, now 5, money 5, 80, 80, 85, 90, 90, 390, 2.5, 390, 2.5, 95, 95, 97 and a half, $4, $4, $4, $4, 2.5, 402 and a half, 5, 405, 7 and a half, 47 and a half, 407 and a half, 47 and a half, 407 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 405, Troy 4. Yes, sir, Bynum cattle. You'll like them here. Good ones, right kind. 340, now 2.5, 340, now money, now 25, 45, 7.5, 50, 347 and a half, 350, now 2.5, 355, 355, 7.5, 357 and a half, 360, 360, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 5, 5, 65, 7.5, 7.5, 367 and a half, 367 and a half, 367 and a half, 365, Troy 5. Heifer mate. 315 now 20, 315 now 20, 315 now money 25 and a 30 but a 5 but a 40 but a 5 but a 342 and a half, 342 and a 5, 45, 47 and a half, 347 and a half, 52 and a half, 352 and a half, 355, 357 and a half, 360 but a 2 and a half, but a 2 and a half, 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 360, 2 and a half, 360, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 360, fry 49, fry 49. Okay, hold one big heifer. 370, now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5. 370, 2 and a 5, 2 and a half, now 5, now 7 and a half, 377 and a half, 377 and a half, 80, 2 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 387 and a half, 387 and a half, 90, 390, 90, 90, 90, 390, 390, 390, 390, 390, 387 and a half, Troy 3, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, money 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 20, 2 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 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 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, D&D 24. Okay, hold the biggest bull calf. 390 now 5 money 5 but 390 now 5 $4 now $4 now 5 but 10 10 10 410 410 12 and a half 12 and a half 12 and a half 410 412 and a half 410 412 and a half 12 and a half 12 and a half 12 and a half 412 and a half 410 Troy 4 7 here, 350 now 5 money 565 but 365 370 but about 5 but 80 but about 5 but 90 but 390 85 90 385 90 90 90 90 385 Troy 4 7 here 370 now 5 but 370 now 5 80 but about 5 but 90 390 85 95 $4 but $4 5 but 10 410 $10 15 20 but 420 415 now 20 70 now 20 but 420 2 and a half 420 2 and a half 5 but 25 25 425 425 422 and a half Troy 21 Celebrate steer 7 here 305 7 and a half 305 3 7 and a half money 7 and 10 310 10 10 12 and a half 15 15 79 but 379 315 79 but 79 79 315 Simpson 7 7 here, $4 now 5, $4 now 5, money 5, $4 now 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 440 now 5, now 50, now 5, 455, 455, 55, 55, 450 Troy 2, Troy number 2. Terry Martin, boys had Kovacs and 8 and Triangle 5. Kovacs and 8 and Triangle 5, Terry Martin. 2 to 5, 87 and a half, 2 to 5, 87 and a half, money, 7 and a half, 90, 2 and a half, now 5, 97 and a half, now $3, now 2 and a half, 5, 305, 7 and a half, 307 and a half, 7 and 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, 15, 79, 320, 20, 20, 20, 317 and a half, 320, 20, 2 and a half, 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 325, 25, 25, 7 and a half, 327 and a half, 325, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 325, capital number 34, 94, cap 94, cap 94. 7 and a half, $3 now 5, $3 now 5, 305 money 5, 305, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 315, 315, 315, 315, 79, 20, 320, 2 and a half, now 5, 25, 25, 325, 25, 322 and a half, Cliffy 6. Cliffy, number 6. 330, now 5, 330, now 5, money, 5, but a bit of 40, 40, now 5, 50, but a bit of 350, 350, 350, now 2.5, 355, but a 357, 360, 360, 360, but a bit 2.9, but about 2.9, 2.5, 365, 555, but a bit 5, 360, 2.5, 549, 7.5, 290, now 2.5, 290, money, 2.5, now 7.5, $3, 2.5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15, but a 79, 20, but a bit 2.5, 325, 320, 2.5, 327.5, 327.5, 7.5, 7.5, 325, D&D, 626. Steer cattle handle the same way. Covaccinate, triangle 5. You bet, good ones. 335, 340, 335, now 40, 40, but a money, 40, now 5, but a 345, 45, 50, but a bit of 350, 350, 47.5, 50, 350, but a bit of 2.5, but a 350, 205, 355, 7.5, but a bit of 357.5, 357.5, 357.5, 357.5, 355, Simpson 65. $350, now 2.5, $350, now 2.5, $350, now 2.5, money, 2.5, but a bit of 350, 2.5, 355, 7.5, 357, 60. 360, now 2.5, but I'm at 2.5, but a bit of 7.5, 367.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 365, Simpson 65. 7.5, 360, now 5, 360, now money 5, 365, and a bit of 70, but a bit of 370, but a 5, 375, 80, but a bit of 80, 80, but a 5, 85, 90, 395, 95, 95, 95, 92 and a 5, 395, 97, 7, 7, and $4, $4, $4, $4, 2.5, 402 and a 5, but a bit of 405, 405, 405, 402 and a half, Troy 4, Troy 4. All right, Wilford Wildy, boys, been weaned 90 plus days, vaccinate, co-vaccinate, triangle form with PHK and wormed with Cydectin. 295, 97 hand, now $3, $3, 2.5, 305, 37 hand, 10, 12 and a half, but 15, with a bit of 79, 20, 2.5, 5, 25, 320, 2.5, 320, 2.5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, but 325, 325, 322 and a half, D&D 24. Same cattle, weaned 90 plus days, had shots. 70, 280, now 2.5, 280, now 2.5, 85, 87, hand, 90, but 2.5, but a 5, 97, hand, $3, but a 2.5, 5, 305, 7, hand, 10, 12 and a half, 15, but a 79, but a 20, 320, 20, 2.5, 5, but a 7, hand, but a 30, but a 330, 2.5, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 330, 2.5, 330, EC 59, EC 59. 7 here, 2, Sella dark black, 270, now 2.5, 5, 7.5, $3, now 2.5, now 5, now 7.5, now 10, 12.5, 15, 70, now 20, 322 and a 5, 25, 25, 325, 325, 322 and a half, H22, H22, 220, now 5, 220, now 5, money 5, 220, now 5, 220, now 5, 5, 5, 5, 225, 220, D&D 93. Here's 216 now 5, 216 now 5, money 5, but 75, but 80, but 5, but 90, but 5, $3 now 5, 10, 15, 20, but 5, but 30, but 330, 325, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 33, 33, 30, 325, show number 1, 21, show 21. It's 7.5, 215 now 5, 255, money 5, but a 250 now 5, 255, 60, but a 5, but a 75, 80, but a bit of 5, but a 90, but a 295, 295, $3, but $3, $3, 5, 305, 305, 10, 310, 10, but a bit of $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, 305, D&D 93. Wayne steers. Sell 2 red steers, 2 red steers. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 15, but a bit of 15, 79, but a 20, but a bit of 320, 320, 2 and a half, but a bit 2 and a half, but a 325, 25, 2 and a half, 2 red steers, 325, 325, 325, 325, 7 and a half, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 30, 330, 330, 330, 2 and a half, but a 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 332 and a half, 332 and a half, 330, Troy, 5, Troy, 5, 7 and a half, 280, now 5, 280, now 5, 280, now 5, 285, money, 590, but a 5, but a $3, but a 5, but a 3, 5, 10, 15, but a 20, but a 320, 2 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 5, but a 25, 7 and a half, but a 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 325, Lady 95, Lady 95. Any two you like, any two you like. 320, now 5. 320 on the money, now 5. But 325 on 2 of them, now 30. Now 330, 330, now 5. But about 5, 330, 540, 340, 2 and a half. But a bit of 42 and a half. 340, 2 and a half, now 5. 45, 45, 7 and a half. 347 and a half. 347 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. 50, 350, 350, 350, 350, 347 and a half. Lady 94. 7 and a half, $3 now 5, $3 now money, 5, 10, 15, 20, bit of 5, bit of 30, 330 now 5, bit of 340, bit of 40, bit of 5, 345, 45, 45, 45, 340, Simpson number 36. Steered 280, now 2 and a half, 280, 2 and a half, 85, 7, 90, 2 and a half, 95, 7 and a half, $3, 2 and a half, but 302 and a half, 5, 305, 7 and a half, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but 10, $310, $10, $10, $10, $10, 10, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, 15, but 15, 15, 312 and a half, Gully 6, Gully number 6. 7 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, money 12 and a half, 15, 79, but a 20, but a 320, 2 and a half, but a 2 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 25, but a 25, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 7 and a half, 327 and a half, 325, Troy, 5. All right, Cargill. Had a round of shots on the cows. You're buying 15 head. Big Brother's right behind them. 15 here and 12 head right behind them. They are steers. 320, now 2 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 320, now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, money 5, but 25, 27 and a half, 327 and a half, 30, 330, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 25, 35, 37 and a half, 337 and a half, 40, 340, 2 and a half, 40, 2 and a half, 345, 345, 5, 5, 345, 45, 45, 45, 345, 342 and a half, Simpson 65. So they got pretty good. 12 head. 285, 87 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, 285, money 7 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, but 80, money's down 7 and 90, 290, 90, 90, but 90, 90, 90, 290, 90, 90, but 90, 290, but 90, but 87 and a half, 290, but 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 287 and 90, 90, 90, out to go, 290, but 90, 290, 287 and a half, 290, but 90, but 90, 287 and a half, Troy, 24. Okay, boys, they have been winning 60 days out of Triangle 10 and Covexon 8.
red steer. Is it a black and red steer?
The heifers are supposed to be brown.
And then a black and Charlotte heifer. Luna's got the heifers and Gary's got the steers.
Sell a steer. Mark for ownership. 340 now 5, 340 now 5. On the money now 5, with a 50, with a 5, with a 65, with a 75, with a 80, with a 385, 85, 90, 90, 385, 90, 90, 90, 90, 93, 93, 90, 390 now 5, with a 95, now $4, $4.05, with a $4 now 5, 10, 14, 15, 20, with a 420, 415, Lady 94. 330, now 5, 330, now money, now 5, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, $4, but a 5, but a $4, 5, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15, 20, 420, 420, 420, 420, now 20, 420, now 5, but a bit of 30, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 40, but a 5, 445, 445, 440, D&D 42, no, 32, 31, D&D 31. Okay, Wayne Dam vaccinated, 340, now 5, 340 on the money, now 5, 55, 60, bit of 5, bit of 70, bit of 5, 375, 80, 85, 85, 90, bit of 5, bit of $4, $4, 5, 405, 405, 55, bit of 5, 405, 405, $4, Troy, 21. All right, Ben Wayne, 54 days, had a Virus Shield and Vision 7. Vincent cattle. Wayne, 54 days. 380, now 5. 380, now 5. Money, 5, 85. 385, 85, 85. 385, 85, 85, 85, 90. 390, now 5, 95. $4, $4, now 2.5. 402 and a half. 402 and a half. 5, 405. 7 and a half. 407 and a half. Now 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 12 and a half. 412 and a half. 15, 79, 20, 420, 420, 420, 420, 420, 420, 417 and a half. Troy, 4, 7 and a half, 340, now 5, 340, now money, 555, 355, 360, 5, 365, 70, 370, now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 5, 7 and a half, 377 and a half, 80, 80, 380, 80, 380, 380, 380, 380, 377 and a half, Simpson, 5.5. Okay, gonna hold the little bouquet if Jody pointed at. And you can take him if you want him. $4, now 5. $4, now 5. $4, now 5. On the money, now 5. $4, now 5, 10. $4 and $10, $10, 10. 45, 10, 15, 20, 420, 420, 415, 25, 430, 430, 435, 40, 440, 50, 450, 450, 450, 47, 50, 450, 2.5, 450, 2.5, 450, 2.5, 5, 55, 7.5, 60, 460, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 470, 70, 470, 470, 470, 467 and a half, Troy 2, Troy 2. 360 now 5. On the money 5. 360 now 570. 5, 75, 80, 5, 95, $4, 5, 10, 4 and 10, 15, 20, 420, 415, now 20, 20, 20, 5, 30, 430, 435, 40, 440, 440, 440, 435, D&D 31. 370 now 5, 370 now 5, 80, 80, 385, 90, 95, $4, 5, 10, 410, 10, 5, 10, 10, 10, 7, 10, 410, 410, 47 and a half, 410, 410, 10, 10, 407 and a half, Troy 21. 350 now 5, 350 now 5, money 65, 75, 80, 85, 90, 390, 5, 95, 95, 95, 390, now 5, 95, now 5, 5, 2 and a half, 5, 395, 395, 390, 2 and a half, 5, 395, now 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 395, capital number 92. All right, Ronnie Brookmiller, boys been weaned 60 to 90 days, had an 8-way shot. 7 half, 7 half, 315, 17, 315, $17 number 17, 3 7 money, 17, 15, 17, 17, 315, $17, but 317, 317, 315, 317, all steers, 317, 317, 317, 319, 319, 319, 19, 17, 19, 319, 319, 317, gully 6. 7 here, 330, now 5, 330, now 2.5, 330 on the money, 2.5, 37 and a half, 40, 40, 340, 2.5, 340, 2.5, 45, 5, 7 half, 347 and a half, 7 half, 50, 350, 350, 350, 350, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 7 half, 357 and a half, 60, 360, 360, 2.5, 2.5, 365, 5, 7 half, 70, 370, 2.5, 2.9, 370, 2.5, 370, 2.5, 370, Troy 5, Troy 5. 3 or more. Pick 3 you like. $2.60 now 2.5. 260, 2.5, and 2.5, 5, 7, 70, 2.5, 7.5, 80, 2.5, 85, 87, and 90, but 2.5, 5, 97 and a half, $3, 2.5, 5, 305, 7 and a half, 307 and a half, 307 and 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, 312 and a half, 15, 15, 15, 15, 315, 79, 79, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 317 and a half. EC 60. $2 now 2. $2 now 2. $2 now 2. $2 but $2 now 2 now 2. $2 who bid it 2. $2 but $2 now 2 now 2 now 2 now 2 180 now 2. 180 on the money now 2 with $2 $4 $6 8 88 88 88 188 188 188 188 186 Tom 1. Okay, Billy Sawyer cattle on you pass out. They've been weighing too much. Had a 7-way shot. 350 now 5. 350 now 5. 350 on the money 5. 60 with the 5. 70 5 85 with a 90 5 with a 390 now 5. $4 $4 $4 $4 about a 395 now $4 5. 405 402 and a half 5 with a 405 5 5 with a 405 405 405 405 402 and a half. Troy 21. 340 now 5, 340 on money 5, 55, 65, 75, 80, 90, 395, $4, $4, 5, 405, 10, 15, 20, 420, 415 now 20 now 5, 425, 425, 425, 25, 30, 430 now 5, now 5, 5, 430, Lady 93, Lady 93, 360 now 5, 360 on the money 5, 370 now 5, now 80 now 5, but a 90, but a 5, but a $4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 5, 30, 430 now 5, 435, 40, now 5, but a 50, 55, 460, 5, but a 70, but a 70, 470, 465, Lady 94. 310, 12 and a half, 310, money, 12 and a half, 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, to 15, 79, 20, 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 2 and a half, 320, Simpson, 65. All right, they've had a 8-way shot. 7 more TJ Cross Ranch. Okay, sell one little one, many more as you want. $3.90, 3.90. Over there, many more won't own the money. Now five, $3.90. $3.95, $4, $4, $4, $4.05, 405, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 420, 20, 15, 20, 20, 20, 5, 425, 25, 25, 25, 420, Troy, 4. He wants them all.
Troy 4.
Yes, sir. Troy, 4. These same cattle, aren't they?
No, Quentin Odom.
Okay, boys, they've been weaned 2 months, wormed, and been wormed. 370, 95, 370, 95, 370, 95, 5, and the 95, 80, but the minimum 80, but it's 85, 85, 90, but the 90, but the 95, $4, but the $4, $4, 5, but the 10, but the 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 20, 420, but the 5, but the 30, but the 435, 40, but the 5, 450, but the 55, but the 60, but the 5, but the 465, 460, Troy, number 4, Troy, 4. Bull calf over there's 7.5, 380, now 5, 380, now 5, and then buy the scale, money, 5, but a bit of 85, 385, 90, but a bit of 5, but a bit of $4, but a bit of $4, 395, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, 395, that'll be Troy, number 2, 4. Put them on Troy 4, Troy 4. Said black ball face. 440, now 5, 440, on money 5, 50, 5, 60, 5, 470, 475, 80, 5, 90, 5, 495, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 490, Troy 2, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, 35, 35, 335, over there, 540, 340, 35, 40, now 5, 350, now 5, 355, 60, 5, 365, 360, Troy 2.
Jane
Friend cattle. They've had Kovacs and 8 and Cattle Master 4. 335, 7.5, 335, 7.5, 42 and a half, 47 and a half, 347 and 50, 350, 50, 352 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 355, 355, 355, 352 and a half, 7 and a half, 357 and a half, 360, 360, 360, 357 and a half, Simpson 65. Now sit here, 350, now 2.5, 350, now 2.5, 2.5, money, 2.5, 350, 2.5, 355, 7.5, 360, 60, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 360, now 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 360, Troy 5. 370 now 5, 370 now 5, 370 on money 580, but 5, but number 385, 385, 385, 85, 90, but 95, but 95, $4, $4, 5, 405, 55, but 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, a bit more 10, 15, 415, 15, 12 and a half, 15, but 415, 17 and a half, 417 and a half, 417, but 79, 79, 79, 20, 420, 420, 420, 420, 420, 420, 417 and a half, Troy, number 4. Same cattle. 320, now 5, 320, now 5, but money, 530, but 5, but 40, but 40, but 345, 345, 50, 350, but 50, now 50, now 50, 350, now 5, but 55, 2 and a half, 355, 355, 355, 7 and a half, 357, 60, 360, but 60, now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, but 5, 365, 555, but 5, 362 and a half, 549.
Saddle tramp.
Look at boys, win 60 days, had a 7-way shot, and Bovie Shield. Sell 2 Herefords. 280, now 5, 280, now 2.5, 289, 95, 7, 90, 2.5, 290, 2.5, 295, 95, 97, $3, $3, 2.5, 305, 37, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 79, 20, 320, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 320, lady 94, lady 94, 280, now 2.5, 280, 2.5, now 5, now 7, 90, 2.5, 95, 97, $3, 2.5, 5, 3, 7, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 79, 20, 2.5, 2.5, 320, 2.5, 5, 25, 25, 25, 325, 322 and a half, lady 95, lady 95.
Jerry Wilkins.
Okay. 280, not 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 85, 87, 90, 290, 2.5, 95, 97, $3, $3, $3, $3, 2.5, 25, 7.5, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 79, 20, 320, 320, 317, 22 and a half, 5, 25, 25, 322 and a half, that'll be D&D number 24. 7 right here, 320, now 5, 320, on the money, 5, 35, 40, 345, 45, 50, now 5, 60, 5, 370, 75, 370, now 5, 375, 580, 80, 380, 80, 377, half 80, 380, 380, 380, 380, 377 and a half, capital number 21, capital 21. 7 half, $3, now 2.5, 302 and a half, money 2.5, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 20, 2 and a half, 322 and a half, 325, 25, 27 and a half, 327 and a half, 30, 330, 330, 330, 330, 327 and a half, lady 95, lady 95. Two more. 7 half, 320, now 2.5, 320, 2.5, 7 half, 30, 2.5, 37 half, 40, 2.5, 5, 345, 2.5, 7 half, 50, 350, 2.5, 25, 355, 7 half, 360, 2.5, 5, 7 half, 370, 2.5, 5, 7 half, 80, 2.5, 85, 87, 90, 93, 93, 390, 387 half, D&D 4, D&D 4. 7 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 15, 7 and a half, 22 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 32 and a half, 335, 7 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 340, D&D 24. So one big one, 280, now 2.5, 2.5, 7 and 90, 2.5, 97 and $3, 2.5, 7, 8, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 79, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 317 and a half, D&D 26. African 7 and a half, 330, now 5, 330, almost 5, 40, now 5, now 50, now 5, now 60, 5, 360, 2 and a half, 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 360, capital number 21. So one big black. It's happening at 280, now 2.5, 280, 2.5, 8, 2.5, 5, 5, 7, half, 90, 2.5, 95, 97, half, $3, 2.5, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, $3. Simpson 37. Sell black, 330, now 5. On money 5, 335, 40, 45, 50, 2 and a half, 355, 357 and a half, 360, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 370, 2 and a half, 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 370, Troy 5, 350, now 5, 350, now 5, 65, 75, 85, 95, 395, $4, now 5, $4, 5, 10, 4, 15, 15, 20, 5, 30, 40, 440, now 5, 50, 450, now 50, now 50, 445, Troy, number 4. Pyramid from Garden City had 2 rounds of 8-way. They are registered red Angus. So we got 230 now 5. 230 on money 5. 40 with a bit of 5, but a 250 with a bit of 5, but a 65, but a 75. 285, but a 290, but a 5, but an 895. 290 now 290. 290 DH71 H71. All right, next used cattle. Okay, I had Kovacs and 8, Triangle 5 on the cows. 285, 287.5, 85, 7, 90, but a 290, but a 90. 290, 290, but a 29, but a 29, 25. 95, 95, 95, 295, 29, 295, 5, 7, 97, 7, 7, 8, 297, 8, 297, 8, 295, that'll be Troy 24. Same cattle right here. $7.5, $3 now, $2.5. 302.5, 3 money, 2.5, but a 302.5, 2.5. 305, 7.5, 37.5, 305, 7.5, 305, 7.5, 10, but a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but a 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 310, 307.5, capital 31. Seven and a half, 320, now 2.5. On the money, 2.5, but a 320, 2.5, 2.5, 320, 2.5, but a 2.5, 2.5, but a 25, 27, 7.5, 327, 30, but a 330, 2.5, but a 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 35, 37.5, but a 40, but a 340, 2.5, 340, 2.5, 1, 2, but a 340, 2, 3, 4, but a 4, but a 5, but a 345, 344, Simpson, 65. 130 now 2, 130 now 2, money 2, but a $2.4, but a 36, 38, 42, but 4, 6, 8, but a 50, 152, 52, 52, 52, 152, 152, 150, Tom 3. Muncie cattle from Andrews. 240 on the money, now 555, 65, 75, 85, but a 90, but a 5, 95, 290, 290, 290, now 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, 290, Gully 6. 7, 280, now 290, 280, 295, 7, 90, 290, 95, 97, $3, 2.5, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 290, 290, 2.5, $3, Nolan 26. All right, 350. What do you got? 250, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 5, 7.5, $60 now 5, now 70, now 5, now 80, now 5, 90, but a 5, $3 now 5, now 10, now 15, 20, but a 320, now 5, 322, now 5, 25, 25, 327 half, 327 half, 327 half, 7 half, 7 half, 30, 330, 330, 330, 330, 330, 327 half, Cliffy 6. 7 had 270 now 5, 270 now 5, money 585 but a 90 but a 5 but a $3 5 but a 305, 305, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 302 and a half, 292 and a half, 292 and a half, $3. Shoat number 6, shoat number 6. 2 or more, pick till you like. $2 now 5, $2 now 5, $2 now 5, $2 now 5, 5, $2 now 5. Any two, $2 now 5, $2 now 5, $2 now 5, 5, $2 now 5, $2 5, 10, $205, 10, $210, 15, $215, $220 now 5, $225, 30, $230, $230, $230, $230, $230, $225 Javier. Number 2. $225 Javier. Number 2, 3 head. 255, all of them. 257 half. 255, 7, 60, 95, 970, 95, 980, 285, 95, 295, $3, but a 10, but a $10, $10, 15, 315, 20, but a 25, but a 325, 325, 25, 25, 25, 25, 320, lady 95. David Wilson. $3.95, $3.95, money 5, $3.95, 5, 10, $10, 15, but 15, 20, but 320, 320, 315, now 20, 20, now 5, but 25, 30, but 30, 30, now 30, now 30, 3, 25, 30, 30, 30, 30, 325, Simpson, 65. More yearlings, you like them here. $2.60 now 5, money 5. 70, 270, 75, but 275. 72 and a half, 270, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5. 75, 7 and a half, but 277 and a half, 277 and a half, 275. Troy, number 8. $2.25, 7 and a half, $2.25, $2.27 and a half, $2.27 and a half, 30, $2.30, but about 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, $2.30, $2.30, $2.30, but about 30, but about 30, 30, 30, 30, $2.30, $2.30, $2.30, $2.30, $2.27 and a half, Marty 11. Okay, sell one and many more you want. 380, now 5, money 5. 385, 85, your choice. 90, but a bit of a 90, 90, 90, but a 390. 385, 90, and 85, 95, but a 95, 95. $4, $4, $4, 5. 405, 55, 10, 10, but a $10, $10, $10, 10. $4, $10, $10, $10, $10, 10. 405, Troy, number 4. 360 now 5, 360 now 5 and 75, 80 but 5 and 85, 385 but 85, 85, 385 but 85, 90, 90, 90, 385, 90 now 5 but 95, 95, 395, $4, $4, $4, $4 now 5, 405, 405, 405, 405, 405, $4 now to be fry 45, fry 45. Sell two big ones, 360, now 5, 75, 85, 95, $4, 5, 10, 4 15, but 4 10, 15, 15, 15, 4 15, 4 15, 15, 20, 4 20, 20, now 5, 425, 425, 425, 420, Gully 1, Gully number 1, 380, now 5, 380, now 5, but 90, but 5, but $4, 5, 410, 15, 20, but 5, but 30, but 5, but 435, 435, 40, 440, now 5, but 50, 455, 460, but 5, but 70, but 475, 475, 75, 75, 75, 470, so lease. 7 here, 330, now 5, 330, now 2.5, now money 5, 7.5, 40, 2.5, but 5, 47 and a half, 347 and a half, 45, 47 and a half, 347 and a half, 345, Cliffy 6, Cliffy 6. 7 here, 320, now 2.5, 322, 5, money, 2.5, but 22, 5, but 7.5, 30, 2.5, 330, 2.5, 330, 2.5, 330, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 330, D&D 24, D&D 14, D&D 14. 7 here, 250, now 5, 250 on the money, now 5, 65, 75, 80, 85, but 285, 282 and a half, 282 and a half, 282 and a half, 5, 85, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and a half, 287 and a half, 287 and a half, 285, Capital 31. Okay, so the choice out of the pile. 37 head of them all together. 330, now 5. 330, now 5. 330, now 5. Money 5. Pick what you want. 40, 340, now 5, 340, 550, 355, 360, now 5, 65, 70, 375, 375, 80, 80, 85, 85, 85, 385, 390, 390, 390, now 5, 95, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 10, 4, 10, 15, 15, 20, 425, 425, 30, 430, now 5, 40, 5, 450, 50, 50, 50, 50, 445, Lady number. He wants this one. Lady 94. Sell 3 by the scales. 270, now 5. 275, 80. 275, 80. 80, 280, 280, 270, 85. 285, 90, 90, but 290, now 5. 95, $3, but $3, 5. 305, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 325, 30, but 35. 335, 40, 340, now 5, now 50, now 5, 355, 360, 5, 65, 365, 5, 5, 360, Lady 94 on the scales. Sell a black bull. 220, now 5. 220, now 5. Money 5, but 225. 225. Money's down 5, but 225. 30, but 5, but 40. 245. 250. 255. 260, now 5, but 70. 275. 80, but 5, but 90, but 90. 285, 90, 90, 90, 90, 290, 290, 285. You can take the big one if you want it. 285, 90, 285, 90, 285. Lady 95. He wants him. 2 head. 250, now 5. 250, now 5. 250 on the money, now 5. 255. 250, now 5. 255. 255. 255. 255. 60. 260. 265. 270. 275. 75. 270. Lady 94. 170, now 5. 170, now 5. On the money, 5. 175. 180, 85. 190, 195. $2, $2, $2. 195, $2, 5. 205, 205, 205, 205, 205, 205. $2, Tom 3. 285, 90, 285, 90, 90, on the money, 95, 95, 95, $3 now, 5, 305, 305, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 20, 320, 315, now 20, now 20, now 5, 325, 5, 30, 5, 335, 335, 40, 340, 340, 335, Lady 94. 245, 250, 245, now 50, on the money, 50, now 50, now 50, 245, 255, 255, 265, 275, 275, 270, now 5, 5, 80, but 280, 85, 285, 85, 90, 90, now 5, 95, now $3, $3, $3, now $3, $3, 5, 305, 305, 305, 305, 295, 305, 307 and a half, 37 and 10, 310, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 310. Lady number 93. Heifer kind 270, now 5. 270, now 5. 270, now 5. But money 580, now 5, now 90, now 5, now $3, now 5. 305, 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 325, 330, 35, 40, 340, 35, 40, 345, 550, 350, 350, 350, 350, 345, Lady 93. Sell here, $2, now 5. On the money, 5, 10, 15, 210, 15, 15, 15, 15, 215, 20, 5, 230, 230, now 5, now 40, now 5, now 45, 250, 250, now 5, 255, 260, 55, 65, 70, 275, 80, 285, 85, 90, 290, now 5, $3, 5, $3, 5, 10, 15, 320, 5, 325, 25, 320, Troy 45, Troy 45, 45. $2, now 5, $2. $2.95, $2.95, money 5, 10, 15, 25, but a 30, but a bit of 230, now 5, but a bit of 40, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 250, 250, now 5, but a bit of 255, 60, but a bit of 5, but a bit of 70, 275, but a bit of 75, 80, but 280, but a bit of 80, 285, 90, but 290, 90, 90, 90, 285, that'll be Troy, 45, Troy, 45. By the scales, $2, now 5, $2, now 5, $2, now 5, 5, 5, but a bit $2 now, money 5, but a $2, 5, 10. 210, 15, 215, 220, now 5, 220, 530, 230, now 5, at a 235, 235, 40, 245, 245, 555, 240, Nunez, 270, now 5, 270 on the money, 585, 285, 90, now 5, now $3, now 5, now 10, now 10, now 3, 5, 10, 3, 7, 8, 10, but $10, $10, $10, $10, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, but 10, 307 and a half, Simpson, 37. Sell one red steer. $3, now 2.5. $3, now 2.5. On the money, 2.5, 7.5. 3, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 327.5, 327.5, 327.5, 7.5, 325. Troy 5, Troy 5. Sell the bull, 250, now 5, 65, 75, 85, 95, now $3, 5, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, $3 gully, 6. 700, 270, now 5, money 5, 85, 90, but a 5, but a $3, 5, 10, 15, but a 20, but a 5, but a 30, but a 330, 325, 30, 30, 30, 335, 35, 35, 335, 330, D&D 26. 7 $2, now 50, now 5, 250 on the money, 565, 75, and 270, 275, 80, but 285, 90, but a 5, now $3, now 5, now 10, but a $10, $10, 10, now 10, 15, 315, 315, 315, 315, 315, 310, lady number 95. That's a big one, big one, big one. But a 255, now 60. 255, money 65, 75, 85, but a 90, but a 290. 285, 90, 90, 95, but a 295, 95, 95, 95, 295, 295, 290, and that'll be Nolan 26. $330, now 5, $330, now 5, $330, now 5, money 5, $330, now 5, $335, 35, 35, 35, 35, $335, $330, lady 94. Say 320, now 5, 320, now 5, 5, money 5, 325, 320, now 5, 30, 330, 35, 40, 5, 350, 50, 50, 50, 50, 350, 350, 50, 50, 50, 350, now 5, 60, 5, 70, 5, 380, 5, 85, 385, 85, 85, 380, and that'll be EC 37. $3, now 5, $3 on the money, now 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 355, 365, 75, 80, 5, 90, 5, $4, 5, 10, 15, 415, 415, 20, 420, 425, 425, 25, 25, 25, 25, 425, 420. So lease. $440 by the pound now, $450, 60, 70, 80, $490, $5 a pound, $510, $520, $530, $540, $550, $560, $570, $560, $70, $570, $570, $560, Fox, 0. By the pound. All right, head Covexin 8, Pyramid 5. Over there, $3 now 5, $3 now 5. On money 5, $3 now 5, 5, $3 now 5, 305, 305, Over there, 12, 5, 10, 310, 15, 315, 315, 315, 315, 310, D&D 5, 3. Steer kind, 330, now 5, 330, now 5, on the money, 5, 335, 5, 5, but a 32 and a half, 330, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, but a 2, 5, but a 35, 35, 37 and a half, 340, but a 40, but a 2 and a half, but a 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, but a 2 and a half, 340, Troy, 5. $3, now 5, $3 on the money, now 5, $3, now 5, 10, 15, 15, 315, 315, 310, 15, 20, 5, 325, 30, 5, 340, 340, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40, 340, 340, 335, Troy 5. Sell the little one on the rail, many more as you want. $4, now 5. $4 on the money, now 5. But a 10, but a 15, 20, but a 5, but a 30, but a 435, but a 40, but a 5, 450, now 5. 455, 60, 5, but a 70, 475, 80, but a 80, 80, but 80, but a 75, 80, 80, 475. Troy 2, Troy 2. 380, now 5. 380, money, 595, but a 95. $4, $4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 15, but a 20, 420, 15, 20, 20, number 79, 20. 420, 420, 420, 420, 420, 417 and a half, Troy 4. Heifer kind, 320, now 5, 320, now 5, money 5, 30 with the 5, and about 40 with the 5, and about 345, 350 with the 50, now 50, 350, now 50, now 5, 355, 60, 360, 360, 355, Troy 3. The boy's been waiting 45 plus days. 2 or more. 340, now 5, and 340, now money, 555, 65, and 75, 85, 95, and a $4, but a $4, $4, $4, 45, 45, 10, but a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but a 14, 15, 20, but a 425, but a 425, 25, 25, 420, lady 93. 7 half, $3, now 5, money, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 365, 75, 80, 55, but a 90, 390, 385, 90, 90, 90, but a 90, 90, 385, D&D number 1. Steers $3, now 5, $3, now 5, $3 on the money, now 5, 10, and 15, 20, 5, 325, 35, 335, 40, 345, 50, 355, 360, now 5, now 70, now 5, now 80, 85, 90, 95, $4, 5, 10, 415, 20, 5, 425, 25, 30, 430, now 5, 40, 5, 450, 50, 450, 450, 445, lady 93, 94, lady 94. 7 here, $4, now 5, $4, now money, 5, 10, 15, 25, 425, 425, 30, 430, 430, 435, 435, 435, 440, 5, 445, now 50, 450, 450, 450, 445, Troy number 2, Troy 4, Troy 4. Choice, $5, now 5, $5, 5, 10, 15, 25, 530, 535, 540, 40, now 5, 545, 540, now 5. That's your choice, 50. 550, 550, 555, 555, 555, 555, 555. Choice, 60, 560, now 5, 565, 565, 560, show number 1. He wants 2 in. $4, now 5. $4, now. You good, Lon? 2 in. Show 1. $4, now 5. $4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 450, 5. 460, 465, 460, now 5, 5, 5, 460, Troy, straight Troy. 7 here, 440, now 5, 440, on the money, 5, 445, 445, 445, 5, 440, Fox, 0, Fox, 0, Fox, 0, 440 a pound. Fox 0. 225, now 30. 225, 230, 225, 227 half, 225, 227 half, 225, 7 half, 225, 7 half, 225, 7 half, 225, $2, now 2.5, money 5, 7 half, 2 7 8 10, 2 to 10, $10, $10, 2 10, but the 7 8 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, but the 10, $10, 207 a half, shoat 77. Watch his front feet a little bit. 120 now 5, 120 now 5, money 5, 125 30, 130 now 5, 135 40, 145, 150, 155, 155, 155 5 5, 155, 150 Tom 3. $3 now 5, $3 money 5, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 3 20, 25, 30, 330, 5, 335, 40, 340, 340, 40, 40, 40, 40, 43, 40, 335, lady 95. 7 here, $2, 30 now 5, 230 now 5, money 5, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80, 85, 95, $3, $5, $3, 5, $3 now 5, 5, 5, 5, $3 now 5, $3, 871. I can't see. Been down on the trailer and everything else. 170 now 5, 170 now 5, 175 80, 80, 175 80 now 5, 95, $2 now 5, 10, 215, 215, 215, 215, 215, 215, 215, 215, 215, 215, 210, show number 23. $1,000. She's young. 1,000. Now quarter money quarter. 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. Quarter half. 10 a 75. 1,100. Now quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a half. 11 a half. 11 a half. 1175. 1175. 1,200 a quarter. 12 a quarter. 12 and a half. 1275. 1,300. 1,300 a quarter. 1,300. Now quarter. Now quarter. Now half. 13 half. 1375. Now 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1,400. 1375. Cocker. Sale one or both. 850 by the head, now 75. 850, 875. One or both. 850, 875. 850, money 75. 850, that's your choice. 875, 75, 50, 75, 75, 75. 850, 75, 900, 900, 900. One or both. 900, now quarter. 9 a quarter, 9 half, 9 half, 9 a quarter, 9 half, 9 half, 9 half, 9 half, 9 half. 925, lady, number 21. He wants the spot. Lady 21 on the spotted one. Sell the red. 700 by the head, now 25. Sell the solid red, 725 by the head. 725. 700 now 25. 700 now 25. Sell the red one by the head, 600 now 25. Money 25. 50. 75. 675. 700. 700 and a quarter. 700 and a quarter half. 775. 775. 775. 75. 75. 75. 75. 75. Now 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800. Now quarter, 8 a 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 quarter, 800 a quarter. 800 by the head, cocker. Weigh the cow. With the cow, 115, 116, 115, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $30, 31, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35, 34, 5, 135, 34, 5, 6, 6, 135, show number 13. Show 13 by the head here. 400 now quarter. 400 and a quarter. 400 now quarter. 400 and a quarter. Money's down quarter. 400 and a quarter. 400 and a quarter. 400 and a quarter. 4 and a half. 450. 475. 450. 475. 475. 75. 75. 75. 75. $450 a head. Marty 2. Marty 2. Buy. Sell the family. 1,100 now quarter, 1,100 quarter half, 1,175, 12 quarter half, 75, 1,300 and a quarter, 13 half, 1,375, 1,400 and a quarter, 14 now quarter, 1,400 and a quarter, 1,400 and a quarter, 1,400 now quarter, now half, 14 half, 1,475, 1,475, 1,500, 1,500 now quarter, 15 and a quarter, 15 now quarter, quarter, 1,500, Marty 21. Mr. Charles. 1,500. Now have. Money have. 16. Now have. Now 17. Now have. 18. Now have. 1,900. Now have. Now 2,000. Now 50. 2,000 to 50. 2,100. 21 and a half. 22. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 3. Now have. Now 4. Now 24. 4 and a half. 25. 25 and a half. 25 and a half. 2,500. Now have. Now 26. $2,600. 2,600. 2,600. 2,600. 2,600. Better 2,600. 26 and a half, 26 and a half, 2,600 and a half. Now have it, 26 and a half, $2,600 Cocker. 220. Weigh them now to 220 now 2 4 6 8 $30 $2 $4 $6 $8 $40 now 2 now 4 now 6 now 8 50 252 4 but a bit 254 6 8 but a bit 260 2 4 66 8 272 but a bit 4 6 78 80 280 280 280 290 but a bit 80 but 280 278 show number 8 1,800, now 1,900, now 2,000, now 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 24 and a half, now 5, now half, 25 and a half, 2,500 and a half, 25 and a half, 2,500 now, $50, $50, $50, 2,550, 2,500, show 13. 150 now one, $150 now one, 151, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6, 7, 57, 8, 59, $60, 160, 160, 160, 159, Lone Star. Well, the heifer cap, but by the head, 400 now quarter, 4 and a half, 4 and a quarter, now half, 450, now 500, now quarter, now half, 575, $600 now quarter, 6 and a quarter, 600 now quarter, 600 now quarter, 600 now quarter, quarter, $600 half, 6 and a half, 75, 675 by the head, 675 by the head, $700, 700 and a quarter, 700 and a quarter. $700 Tom 3. That's by the head. Tom 3. They are light bread and open. 150 now one. 151 money one. $1, $1, 151 2, 3, 4, 55, 56, 57, 158, 158, 58, 58, 58, 58, 157 Lone Star. All right, boys, they're doing a job with those calves. 18, I have 19, I don't know, 2000, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, $2,700, 2,800, 2,900, 28, 9, 28, 29, 28, 29, 28, 9 had good calves on them. 2,800, 2,900, 28, 29, 28, 29, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 29. Now $3,000, $3,000. $3,000, $3,000, $3,000, $3,000, 2,900. Olin Wildy, number 1. Sell the steer, 250 now, 565, 75, 85, but a 90, but a 5, but a $3, but a 5, 305, 305, $5, $5, 305, 2.5, but a 305, 305, 305, 305, 305, 302 and a half, Troy 8, Troy 8, $3, now 2.5, now 5, now 7, 8, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 19, 20, 320, 2.5, now 5, but a 7.5, 30, but a 330, 2.5, but a 335, 7.5, 330, 7.5, 40, but a 340, 40, 40, but a 340, 40, but a 2.5, you do it, 40, 2.5, 5, 45, 340, 2.5, Troy number 5, Troy 8, Troy 8. 7.5, $2, now 5, $2, now 5. Money, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, but a 245, 245, 240, now 5, but a 50, 255, 255, 265, but a 75, but a 275, 270, H number 71, H 71. Sell open cow. 158 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $60, 1, 2, 61, 2, 2, 2, but $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, 161, D and D 97. 150 now 1, able to win money 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bit of 55, 6. $156, $6, 6, 7, not a bit of 7, not a 7, $8, $9, now 60, now 2, 64, 6, a bit of 166, 164, 6, 8, 168, 70, 172, 174, 174, 6, 76, 78, 78, 80, 82, 82, 4, 84, 86, 86, 86, 88, 188, 188, 180, 80, 90, 190, 190, 192, $192, 190 Simon. Two or more pick to you like. 250 now 5, 250 now 5, money 5, 255, 60, now 5, now 70, now 5, 280, 55, 285, 85, 90, 295, 95, 95, 290, now 5, now $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, $3, 295, 871. 220 now 5, 220 now 5, getting the business right here, 220 now 5, 220 now 5, 30, bit of 5, and a minute 40, bit of 245, 245, 50, 250 now 50 now 5, $60, 260, 265, bit of 260 now 5, 260 now 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, bit of 5, 260, shoat 8, shoat 19.
Hey, get them cattle out where I can see them. 5203. 5203. Yeah, it's on the same. What about?
23, 2400, 23, 24, 23, now 4, money 4, bit of 5, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $3,000, $3,000, $3,000, 29, now 3,000, 29, now $3,000, $3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 2,900, shoat number 11. Hold up just a minute.
This is Clint Barta. Clint Barta. Yeah, Clint Barta. Why are the fucking lead tags 5208 to 5212? That ain't right. No, that's Clint Barta. It's 5208. Clint Barta. Oh. That's not the right tag. Let me make sure they got the bread count behind it. What's that tag over there? 20?
2037.
Here's some more of his behind the block. Okay. They're all the Barta cattle. They wrote the
Okay, 12 or 15 head of them. 1,500 and a half, 1,500 on the money and a half, 16, I had, not 17, I have, 17, I have, 17, I have, 17, I have, 1,700 and a half, 1,700 and a half, 17, I have, 17, I got 1,700 and a half, 18, now half, 19, 18, I have 1,900. 18, I have 1,900. 18, I have 1,900. 1,900, 1,900, 1,900, 1,900. 1,850, Marty, 21. Okay, be bred the same way. 1,200 now half. 1,200 now. What? Okay, sell two or more. 1,200 on the money now half. Now 1,300. Any two cows. 1,300 and a half. 13 and a half. 13 and a half. 1,400. 1,400 and a half. 14 and a half. 1,400 and a half. 1,500. 1,500 and a half. 1,500 and a half. 16. 1,600 and a half. 16. You're buying two cows. 1,600 and a half. Now 1,700. 1,700. 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, 1,650, Kenny, number 4. Hey, Kenny, you want it that way? Or you want to switch them? Speak up. Okay. Okay, sell a little cow. 650, buy the head, $700. On the money, $700, 7.5. Now 800, 800 and a half, 900, 9.5, $9,500, half, 1,000 and a half, 1,100, 11 and a half, 1,200 and a half, 12 and a half, 1,200 and a half, 1,200 and a half, 1,200 and a half, 12 and a half, 1,200, buy the head, show. $213. Show $213 on the scales. Kenny 4 here. 1,900 now, $2,000. Young cows, 1,900 on the money, 2021, 21 and a half, 2,200 and a half, 22 and a half, 23, 23 and a half, 24, 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 5, 25 and a half, 25 and a half, 2,600 now, 26 and a half, 26 and a half, 27, 27, 2,700 and a half, 27 and a half, 2,800, 28, 28, 27 and a half, 28, 2,800, 2,800, 2,800, 2,800, 2,750, show 13. Woodward. 1,800, 1,900, 18 money, 1,900 now, 2,000 now, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24, 23, 24, 23, 24, 23, now 4, now 4, now 5, 25, 6, 2,600 now, 27, 27, 27, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700 out of it, 27, 27, 27, 2,700, 2,600, fry 18. Seven had two, sell a heifer, 250, now 5, 250 on the money, now 560, now 5, now 70, now 5, 80, bit of 5, 90, bit of 5, bit of $3, bit of 5, bit of $3, 5, 10, 15, 3, 15, 20, bit of 5, bit of 30, bit of 5, bit of 340, bit of 40, 335, 40, 40, 40, 335, lady 93, lady 93, 330, now 5, bit of 40, bit of 335, 40, 330. 540, 340, 335, 40, now 40, now 45, but a 50, 5, 60, but a 5, but a 70, but a 70, 370, 370, 365, D&D 31.
two bred cows on Woodward.
Set a molly face over there. 7 months bred. $1,900, $2,000. $2,000. 2,000 on money. 2,000. 21. 2,100. 21. 21. 22. 3. 4. 5. $2,500. $2,600. $2,700. $2,800. $800. 28. 27. $2,800. $2,800. $800. 28. 28. 28. $2,700. Show 13. Show 13. 1,300 light bread, 13, 14, 1,300, 14, money, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 24, 25, 2,400, now 25, 25, 25, 25, $2,400, show 13, show 13. Another family member got a 7 owner, 2,000 at 21, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, but about 7, 28, 29, 3,000, $3,000, 2,900 now 3, $3,000, $3,000, 3,000, 2,900, show 13, show 13. Weigh the cow. Weigh the cow. 133, now 4. 133, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 46, 45, 46, 46, 145 Lone Star. Sell the bull calf. Hold your ticket. Sell the bull calf. 260 now 5 money 5. 75, 85, 90, 5, 295, 295, 95, 95, 95, 95, 290. Nolan 26 on the scales. Nolan's on the scales. It's happening. $3 now 5. $3 now 5 money 5 10 and 15 20 25 325 320 now 5 5 5 30 35 35 335 35 35 330 lady 93. Set 'em here. Steers up in 320 now 5. We sell the black one, 320 now 5. Black one, 320 now 5. 320 on the money now 5. 325, 325, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 330, 330, 325. D&D 53, 330 now 5. But the money 545. 350, 5, 360, 60, 355, 360, 360, 355, Troy, 5.
What was Lance? What'd you give?
320. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, McIntyre and Morrow. Boys, they are nice. Look at those good calves. 7 here, 3,300, 3,400, 33, 34, 33, money, 4, but my money's down now, 33, 34, 33, 34, 4, 33 and a half, now 4, 34 and a half, 34 and a half, 34 and a half, 34 and a half, 35, 35, 35 and a half, 35 and a half, 3,600, 3,600 and a half, 36 and a half, 36, 7, 3,700, $3,700, $3,700, 700, you have her go right along. 36 and a half, 37, 36 and a half, 37, 30. Take her right with those if you want her. 36, 37, 36 and a half, 37, 3,700, 3,700, 3,700, Sold them $36.50. Show $211. Boys, baby tooth, heifer, calf owner. You bet they are nice. Boy, look at those good calves. 33, 34, 33, 4, 5, 34, 35, 35, 3600, 35, 36, 37, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 8, 3800, 3800, 37 and a half, 3800. Okay, you can take her. Go with them. 3800 and a half, 38 and a half. 38 and a half, 3800 and a half, 38 and a half. Hey, but take her right along if you want. 38 and a half, 38 and a half, 3800 and a half. Hey, but 38 down a half, 38 and a half, 38 and a half. Sold them. 3800. Tom, number 2. Boy, she's bred back there, gentle, young as she can be. Yeah. 25, 2600, 25, 2600, 25, 26 on the money 6, 25, 6, 7, 27, 28, 29, 2900. Now 2900, 29, 3000. 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 31, 3,100, 3,100, 3,100, 3,000, now 31, 3,000, now 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. Sold them $3,000. Olin Wildy won. Oh, she got a bull calf. 22, 23, 22, 23. On money now 3, 4, 5, 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 2,800, 27, 8, 9, 29, now $3,000, $3,000, $3,000, 3,000, 29, now 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3,000, 2,900, fry, 18. 2,000, 5 months bred. Now 21. On the money, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26 half, 2,700, 27 and a half, 2,800. Now half, 29, 2,900, 28, 29, 28 half, 2,900. Now half, 29 and a half, 2,900. Now half, a bit of 9 half, 2,900. Show 13. Show 13. Boy, same ranch. You saw the kind of calves are gonna have. 1,900 now, $2,000. On the money, $2,000. 1,900 now, 2,000 now, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 24 now 5, 25, 25, 24 and a half, 2,400 and a half, 24 and a half, 2,400 and a half. I have it a bit of 24 and a half, 24 and a half. Out on top, 24 and a half, 2,400 and a half. I have it a bit of 24 and a half, 24 D&D 102. D&D 102. Sell one big one there. 320, now 5. On the money, 535, a bit of 40, 345, 350, now 5, a bit of 60, 365, a bit of 570, a bit of 5, a bit of 80, 380, 380, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80, 380, 375, capital 92. All right, sell them right here. Seven and a half, 3. Sell your choice. 370, now 5. 370 on the money, now 5. One or both. 375, 80, 85, 90, but a bit of 5, but a bit of $4, but a bit of 5. 410, 410, 15, 415, 415, 415, 415, 415, 415, 410. Troy 21, Troy 21. 7 and a half, 370, now 5. 370, now 5. 370, now 5. 5, 5, and a bit of 370. Okay, needs one shot. Got a little pink eye there. 7 here. $3, now 5. $3, now 5. $3 now 5. $3 now 5. $3 on the money, now 5. $3 now 5. 5, 5, 5, 10. 10. 3 and 5, 10. 3 and $5, 10. $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. 305, Troy straight, Troy. 7 hands. They are both light bred. Solid mouth cows. Weigh them to you. 140 now one. One by one cow. Sell the choice. 150 now one. 151, 2, 4. 56, 58, $60, $8, 4, 6, $8, 70, now 2, 4, 6, 78, 82, to 4, 86, 88. 190, now 2, 4, 96, 98, now $2, 2, 204, 26, 208, 208, $208, 10, 210, 212, 214, 216, 218, 222, 4, 222, 4, 224, 224, 222 a pound. That'll be show 13, show 13. Where she is light bred. 110, 112, 110, 112, 110, 112, 110, 12, money 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 32, 4, 36, 38, $40, 2 and a half, 7 and a half, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 152, 5, 55, 57 and a half, 160, now 2 and a half, now 2 and a half, 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 160, D&D 104. 2 or more, pick what you like. $4, now 5, $4, now 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 440, now 5, now 50, now 5, 465, 465, 465, 70, 470, 470, 475, 75, 70, 80, 480 and a 5, 485, 90, 490 and a 5, 495, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5, 495, BJ 2. Reese 2. 7 here, 330, now 5, 330, on money 540, now 5, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, $4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 420, 415, now 20, 20, 20, 420, 420, now 5, 425, 430, 430, 430, 430, 430, 425, so lease. Weigh the cow, weigh the cow. 105, 106, 105, 106, on the money, $6, $7, $8, $8, $9, 109, 9, 8, $9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 110, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 110, Marty, 15, 450 by the pound, now 5, 455, 60, 455, 60, 455, 465, 75, 80, 45, 90, 95, 95, $5 now 5, 505, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, about $10, $10, 10, 505 Fox, 0, by the head, 7 head, by the head, 300. Now 25, 300 now 25. On the money, 25, 300 now 25, 50, 350, 375, 400 now quarter and a half, 4 and a half, 475, $500, $500, $500, $500, $500, 500, 500, quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 550 now, 50 now, 50 now, 55, 50, 525 by the head. Wasty, wasty. By the head. $500, now 25, 500, now 25, 50, by the head, 550, 75, 600, now quarter, now half, now second half, 75, $700, 700, now quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a half, 75, 800, 800 and a quarter, 8 and a half, 875, 875, 900, 900, 900, 900 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 900, 9 and a quarter, got a better 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 900 Fox, number 1. By the head to Fox 1. Weigh this one, $2.60 now 5. 260 by the pound, money 5, 75, 85, 95, but a $3, 5, but a 310, 15, 20, but a 5, but a 30, but a 5, but a 40, but a 5, 355, but a 60, but a 5, but a 70, but a 370, 370, 370, 70, 70, 70, 70, 370, 365, Reese number 2, Reese 2. Weigh them here by the pound, $3 now 5, $3 now 5, $3 now 5, 5, 5, $3 now 5, 10, 15, weigh them, 315, 20, now 5, now 30, now 5, now 40, now 5, 350, 5, 365, 370, 365, 370, 375, 380, now 590. 5 and a bit, 395, 395, 95, 95, 95, 95, 390 by the pound. Cox. 7 here, weigh 'em, 330, now 540, with about 340, now 45, 50, with 350, now 50, 355, 365, with a 75, with 80, with a 5, 90, with a 5, with a 4, not a 4, not a 4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15, with a 15, 15, 15, 15, with a 15, 4, 10, Fox, 0.
Is that jackpot? That's the add-on. There's 3 of them.
By the header, by the head. 200 now 25, 50, 225, 250, 75, 300 now quarter and a half, 375, 400 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 475, now 500, 500, 500, now quarter, 500 and a quarter, 500 and a quarter, 500 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 500 by the head, Nunez. Warrior, 81, $80 now 1, $80 now 1, even 1, 2, 3, 4, 84, 83, 4, 5, 6, 87, 88, 89, 89, 90, 90, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 94, 5, 96, 97, 98, 99, $1, 1, 1, 2, $1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 105, 106, 7, 8, $8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10, 111, 111, 11, 11, 12, 112, 112, 112, 112, 112, 111, Javier, number 11. Okay, watch his front left knee. 175, 180. 175, 180. 175, money 85, 190, now 5. Now $2, $2 5, $2 5, 10, 210, 15, 215, 215, 215, 20, 220 now 5, 225, 225, 25, 25, 225, 30, 230, 230, 225, Javier, a 2, Javier 2. Okay.
But we don't know that that's our calf, so one man's getting all 3 pairs.
Okay, you gonna buy these 2, get the cow over there $400 a pair less, because you got a crippled calf, or calf with her is crippled. Okay, $400 off 1 pair. 1,900 now half. 1,900 and a half. 1,900 and a half. On the money now half. 19 and a half. Now 2,000. 2,000 now 50. 2050. 2050. 2050. 2050. 2,000 now 50. Now 50. 21. 21. 2,050 now 21 and a half. 21 and a half. 2,200. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 3. 2,300 and a half. 23 and a half. 23 and a half. 2,400. 24 and a half. 24 and a half. 2,400 and a half. I have it. 4 and a half. 4 and a half. 4 and a half. 4 and a half. 2,400. Fry 18. Okay.
That pair is 2,000 on the scale. That one single pair is 2,000. And these 2 pair right here is 2,400.
Jeff, right before, let me know what you're doing. I got 1 pair here. Let me know what you're doing.
All right, I guess that's all. Thank everybody. Appreciate the business. Thanks for being here. Be back next Thursday morning, 9 a.m. I mean, if singles after they had like
It's hard to change numbers. When
Yeah.
you get a big deal of kids, you just keep writing the same number. When you got teams looking for drive 70 miles.
Well, fine. Do you want me to